After the experience of the property tax and the household charges campaign, where the government, because we had such mass resistance on the household tax campaign, I mean, there was working class people organised in every community right across this country. We had huge demonstrations, thousands of people on the streets. And then the government came back with the biggest stick they could find, which was revenue, and they terrified and bullied people into submission, which is quite reprehensible considering the Labour Party is in government and claims to be a party of the working class. So the question it's going to be on a lot of people's lips is, how do we beat the water charge? And I think the Bolivians have a lot to teach us. In Cochabamba, the city in Bolivia, what they had was a coalition of every group. You had the cocoa growers, the homeless kids, there was workers and organised workers at the heart of it, but you had community groups, unions, radicals. In other words, they got everybody together, they get on the streets, and they stayed out on the streets. I mean, they had at one point, they had 7 days of continuous protests that brought the government down. And that's the kind of mass resistance with workers at the heart of it that can beat the water charges, but also give people back some dignity and actually, give people the urge to fight on every other issue. And I think in Ireland people might be asking, well, how do we get people to the point where they have that confidence to come together like that? And I think there's certain things that we can do to start building up people's confidence in this country. I think the first thing is a big vote for the radical left in the elections on the 23rd of May will make working class people feel that there is an alternative to the Labour Party, and that there are people who are willing to stand up and help them organise in their communities and their workplaces and fight back. So I think that that's key to lifting people's confidence. And then I think we need to do what the Bolivians did. It's great to see Mandate here and unite. I think we need a coalition to call a demonstration in the autumn, a visible show of strength from anybody that wants to fight the water charges, and that will lift people's confidence. And such a show of strength needs to involve everyone from Sinn Féin, Unite, the radical left, anyone and everyone that wants to fight the water charges, fighting together under as broad a banner as we can. And I think from that point on, from September on, we can start to build mass resistance in this country. And I believe that people paid the property tax through gritted teeth. They paid it, they didn't want to pay it. It was like they were mugged. It's like the stick of revenue was the only thing that got that money out of their pockets. And I think we can actually build mass resistance in this country. And I believe in my heart and soul that people in this country are just as capable of building a revolt as the people of Bolivia are.